Molweni Bafundi, Isahluko 15, and in the previous chapter, Ndimeni went to Port Elizabeth to check on his businesses, and he met up with Jomsini once again and took him off drinking. And when they went home, he had an opportunity to talk to Noshumi and reaffirm or remind her of her promise of old, namely that one day they would get married, and the marriage negotiations were concluded. So we take up the story in this short chapter, and I will not be supplying the notes in the column on the right because it's fairly short. So here we go. Kambe ke ngeli xesha abuyela eNjwaxa uNdimeni. However, at this time of him returning to Ndopho, that is Ndimeni, kwakukho into, there was something eyayimvisa, which caused him to feel or to have a heavy or painful or sore heart, which caused him a lot of heartache, in other words. Phambi kokumka eBhayi, before leaving Port Elizabeth, wazama ukumfuna uNdopho. Ngethamsanqa, fortunately ke wamfumana. Fortunately, he found him. So before leaving Port Elizabeth, he tried to find Ndopho, and fortunately he was successful. Naye, he too, wafika, he arrived to find Ndopho ekwindawo, in a place eyayizele, which was full of gamalawu, colored people. Kwakunxilwa butywala, there was great intoxication as a result of utywala, liquor consumption, nayintsangu, as well as dacha, and kudlalwa negitara, and guitars were being played. Ndopho wayenxile emanzi. Ndopho was completely drunk. Idiomatic expression. I suppose in Afrikaans, smoordronk. uNdimeni wambizela phandle umninawa. Umninawa, the younger brother. So Menzile called his younger brother outside. Wazama, and he tried ukuthetha naye, and tried to speak with him. Wamxelela, he told him ukuba that angamkhwelisa, I think this should be angamkhwelisa, that he would arrange for transport for him so that he could go home, amthengele impahla, and buy clothes for him, amncede nangezinye izinto, and assist him with various other things. Kwabonakala mhlophe, it was very clear that kunzima, that it was difficult to even pula, to pay some kind of attention to this for Ndopho. It was very clear that Ndopho was unable to pay any attention to what was being said. Wayesuka athi ngoku athethayo uNdimeni. As Ndimeni was speaking, ajikeleze edanisa, he was dancing ajikeleze in circles. Kucaca ukuba, and it was clear, clear, that ingqondo, his mind, isoloko icinga ngegitara, that his mind was just or always or only on the guitars. So the end of that little chapter then. Enkosi kakhulu bafundi.